Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be comparing these three Barbie closets. The one on the left is the Barbie Fashionista closet, and then the other two are both Barbie Dream closets. So the one in the middle is the newer version. I believe they just call that one the Barbie Dream closet, and then the one on the right is the Barbie Fashionista Dream closet. So I'm going to give you a comparison of the three. So we can start with the Fashionista Dream Closet. I actually just got this one now, though it is harder to find because it's the older version. But I did find somebody selling it for a good price, because you will find the older ones very unreasonably priced, well over retail. So, you know, they're not worth $80 like you might see. So I wouldn't definitely not pay that much. But I found this one, like I said, somebody selling it at a good price, brand new. So let's go ahead and open it for the first time. I haven't actually opened it yet. So this one opens on the side here. So that's the new one in the back. It's about the same width, but the new one opens in the front. This one opens from the side. So let's open that up. So I had seen a few people had issues with this not closing, so let's see if this one closes or not. Doesn't seem very secure, but we'll see. So I was interested in this one because it has a lot more rack space. So we're gonna get a closer look later, but I believe that the newer closet basically just has like the same rack space as this one, and then this one has all this extra hanging space on the side, so that extra hanging space is nice. And then this has little corners here to stop the items from falling, which is nice, because you'll see later that the fashion closet does not have that, and everything falls out as soon as you grab it, so that's quite frustrating. But the space in here is really narrow, so we'll see what ends up fitting in there. And I bought, you know, I had seen somebody selling one at a good price too, but I was worried, and I got a new one, and look, it's not even closing, so that's a little bit disappointing. But yeah, this one has the doll stand right here in the middle. And then it has the desk area here on this side, which to me personally is a waste of space. I wish it was more hanging space for clothing as opposed to like a little desk area, but that's just my opinion. This is the laundry hamper. Yeah, that's annoying. Let's see what's in here. Alright, so it comes with this yellow chair, several hangers, which I don't like these hangers, so I'll show you the ones I like and switch those out later. I'll do a little hanger comparison for you as well, because the Barbie hangers honestly are the worst. A laptop, so we can just put that here in the work area. A purse, little clogs for the medical outfit that comes in the bag. Put that up here. A little hairbrush, a watch or bracelet, and then some stickers so that we can put here on the board later. That's everything in the bag, and then these are the other items that came with the closet. I did get the one that came with the doll. So I've gone ahead and put a few things in the closet so that we can get a better look here. But I wanted to show you the hangers that I like. So this one is perfect for skirts. You'll see how everything hangs tightly. It's not falling off. They fit nicely on the hanger. They move around. They hold the clothes. The clothes isn't falling. So as you can see, this does not want to stay closed. So gotta figure that out. But these hangers, which you can find on Amazon, they come in an assorted pack. So that's one thing that at first I didn't like, because they're not all the same. But they work so much better than the other ones that really you just kind of get over the fact that they're all different. And you find which one works better for whatever you want to hang, because, you know, they're all different sizes. And you just have to figure out which one will work for what you're trying to hang. But the clothes stays on, so they're worth it. Now, this pack does come with another type that you might see on Amazon that you don't see here. And that's because those are awful, so I just took them out. It's like pink ones that in the shape of a heart, and then kind of in a wide shape like this, hot pink, like this color. Those aren't good. They fit very tight on the rod, and you won't be able to move those around. So if you get the pack, you'll see what I mean. But I took those out, and I just used these. So here we're looking at the two dream closets side by side. I'm gonna take some measurements so we can see. It looks to me like the one on the right here is definitely takes up more space. But anyway, I'm also gonna measure the rods now so that we can see, because like I mentioned before, the newer model has the one rod to hang, and then the older one has what looks to me to be the exact same rod size, and then plus the middle space to hang. So let's just go in and take a closer look. So this is the newer closet, and you can see this one has the little standing piece. It comes out, it sits right here, so that's where your doll would stand. The hamper in this one actually comes out, and it's quite useful to store these bigger items that don't really know where else to put them. That's what we use it for. Put shoes here. We have the rod. Let's measure it. So about 6 inches, and the other one is a little over 6 inches. So it actually looks like the newer closet. The rod is a little bit, sorry, the older closet, the rod is bigger, plus it has this hanging space in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you hang about 12 more pieces here in the middle, and then the rod kind of holds a little bit more on the older one. So, but there's definitely more pros and cons to each besides just that. I mean, so the newer one, it has this piece that comes out here, which you'll see the clothing is getting stuck. So that's annoying, because then things start falling. And since I got the better hangers, like less stuff falls, but stuff still falls. So you can see that all that fell. So that just, for me, this space up here isn't usable, because I just took everything out because it was just too frustrating having to deal with this situation every time of things falling everywhere when you're trying to lift that up. So I took everything out of there. But it has this here for you to hang. It only has 2 little hooks, and then accessories in here. And you know, it's and you can throw stuff into the laundry chute through there. It's cute, but because of the fact that when you try to move it up and down, everything kind of falls, I don't like to use that. So, and then, you know, things just kind of get stuck, and now this fell, so I don't like that. And then it's hard you know, the shoes are kind of like stuck under this little space here. Very narrow space down here. So it's hard to see them. Not really a fan of that either. So we'll see. I mean, this space here for the shoes, it's definitely wider. And then you have this extra space here if you want to put more, and just a bit more space to put things. And then you can also put shoes here in the middle of this one if you want. But I don't know how that would work once it's filled and you're opening and closing it, so I have to test that out. But you know, this space here, you'll see that I put a few things, but it still doesn't want to stay closed. So that's frustrating. I don't like that at all. That's really like my biggest con so far for this one, is that doesn't stay closed. And then the hamper in this one is just this, so I wouldn't be able to put any of these things here. That won't work. So this is pretty much useless for me here. I'm not gonna put dirty Barbie clothes in there. I'm just not. So they both have a mirror. They both have the work area. This one, I didn't have to put any stickers on it. It just came just like that. The little purse hook for this one is over here, so you know, it gets in the way of the chair. And then the purse hook for this one was like right here. And then I'm not sure really where you would put the chair when you're closing this one. So I have to figure that out, because I did like that this one has like a little spot for the chair, and it just tucks away really nice when you're closing it. So let me know which you prefer. But those are just a few things that I noticed. I'm gonna go ahead and move some of the stuff from this one to the other one, and then also give you a quick look at the other Fashionista closet that I have. Alright guys, so now that I've actually started to fill the closet, I have found a lot more cons to this one here. The biggest one being how much narrower the little shelves are. So see here on this side, I was putting in some of our necklaces, and these are really big. I have to kind of stuff them in standing on their side, and I had all of these and more on one shelf and the other one, and here I'm kind of trying to put them, you know, they're just kind of standing up on their side. So this is just a lot narrower. And all these tiaras, I also had them on one, and I can't look down here. I had all of the tiaras on one shelf, and they fit nicely. And then I had all of the necklaces down here. And it's just a much bigger space to work with. So I don't like that the other one it's significantly more narrow. And like these items up here that I also had, you know, all on one shelf, these visors and this big hat, like that's not all gonna fit on one of these tiny shelves over here, because they're just so small. Like even the visor, you see, it's just like popping out, and on one shelf and the other I had 3 visors and a hat, pretty secure. And I mean, I can kind of stuff it in there, but is it gonna fall? I don't know. They're kind of hanging off the edge, so I don't like that. I don't like how much narrower the shelves are. So these are literally like 1 inch. over 1.5 inches, and might not sound like much, but it makes a difference when you're trying to fit these bulky items in there. But I will say that the I was able to hang in here, just in the middle part, almost everything that I had hanging in the other closet. So for hanging space, this one is definitely better. But as far as like all the accessory compartments, I think I'm liking the other one more. But like I said, I really don't like this part in the back, how it disrupts everything on the hangers when you're, you know, trying to move it up. So none of them are perfect. They each have different little issues. And I also don't like that I don't have anywhere in the new closet to put, or rather it's the old model but new to me, where to put these things. Because if this compartment down here worked, I mean, I could probably use that, but even then I wouldn't be able to fit everything. Like in the other one I had also this, that definitely wouldn't close with that in there. So it's not a true replacement for it, but some things, if you can get it to close, you know, it would hold, even though now it's not working. But let's see. It's actually popping out on one side, so it's not even in place right. That's really not well done at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the other closet that I wanted to show you. And yeah, this just completely popped off now. So okay, as I'm closing this to move it out of the way to get the other one out, I am seeing now the chair. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I can put it so that it'll close. So I do like that the other one, you know, they thought of that, because if you put it here, it won't close. So I guess maybe you would have to stuff it like right there, which is not horrible, but that's basically where you would have to put it in order for it to close. And then this one's nice because you could just see the Barbie there when it's closed up if you put her in there. But this one, it's a similar situation. She stands right there and you can see her through the opening. So let's go ahead and look at the other one. So this here is the Barbie Fashionista closet. It is a cheaper model than the other ones. I actually found this on Walmart clearance for only $9, so I picked it up. But originally it cost about $20, and then I did get this one for only $32. So when I saw this one regular price $20 and the other one $32, I thought it was definitely a better deal to get the bigger one. But this one became Ken and Chelsea's closet, so I still had a use for it. But we'll see now with the other one what I end up deciding to do. But I have all of Chelsea's things, and her things actually do fit on these little hangers, so I do use them for her things. And then I actually, Ken's stuff pretty much works on those hangers as well. Pants, I did use one of those other hangers, but these hangers seem to work okay for Ken's things. I don't like them for most of Barbie's clothes. Her clothes tends to slip right off of them. And then my other or my issue with this closet, I mean, aside from the fact that it's a lot smaller, the rod is significantly smaller here on this one. It's half the size, 3 inches. But then you have this one, like, not sure why they did this where it pops out like that instead of just doing a bigger rod, but that's what they decided to do here. So these shelves do not have the little edge to stop things from sliding off. So you see that when I opened it, a few things already, you know, a few shoes just slipped right out because it has no edge holding them in. So often my daughter will go ahead and pick this up, you know, not so carefully, and everything will just fall right off. So that really is my main issue with this one. because you have to be very careful, and kids are not that careful, and even me being careful sometimes I'll grab it and everything will start slipping off the shelf. So if they would just have put a little corner here to stop things from falling off, then I wouldn't have many complaints about this closet at all, because it does fit a decent amount of stuff, and it's pretty nice. And I mean, especially at the clearance price, you can't beat it. But overall, if you were just gonna get one, I definitely would get a bigger one. And as I showed you, the two dream closets, you know, none of them are perfect. They each have their different issues, but hopefully this video helped you decide which one you liked more and which one would work for you. And I just remembered that I also said I was going to compare them side by side, because I thought the older one was a bit wider, and it is. When it's fully opened, it's about 4 inches wider than the newer model. And I'll go ahead and close them and see if closed there's a big difference or not. So these are the closets side by side. The older model has the latch on the outside here, and then the newer one has it over here. The older one is just a little bit wider. It's not that big of a difference though. And I just wanted to show you this container that I ended up buying, since I told you that the newer Ultimate Closet, this part that pops up, everything was falling. So once I stopped using it, I needed something to store some more things. So I ended up finding this, and it's really cool. There's a lot more stuff that would have fit in the closet in here, but I really like this one. It opens up. You can open it with one hand. I want to measure. And it will fit a lot of your accessories inside. So you'll see that it fits just a lot of stuff. I like that I can kind of organize a few things. And then, you know, it's very easy to open with one hand. It doesn't tip over or anything. So I noticed that with some other ones, you're trying to open it and everything will just tip over. And this one's very stable. And then it also has this little compartment that you can take out. And I think I'll need 2 hands to open that, but you can organize little things here. So these are a lot of the things that I would have put in the closet that would have fit in that little area, but I ended up putting them in here. So this little box from Amazon, definitely recommend to store little pieces.